come with unreasonably interferes with the comfortable use and enjoyment of property, life or property, or creates a nuisance. Okay?
So this is a nuisance.
To this dumbass neighbor over here, but nobody on this street, nobody on this street that's lived here for 40 years has ever complained.
I can't suggest what you should do if you believe your neighbor's harassing you. I think you can figure out yourself. Contact somebody about that. I don't know. I'm only here because of the odor. I'm only here because of the smoke.
Well, I'm glad you got some pretty good evidence of affecting neighbors, because you don't see no smoke.
Well, I just took 3 pictures of smoke.
But I got a question, sir. I got a question, sir.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
The people right next door cooked out last weekend to her.
Well, you didn't complain.
She didn't complain.
Well, I don't know.
So we're across the street.
She may be upwind. It may be something else.
That's some horse shit.
See, there you go. I can smell it. I can smell it again right now. But I'm on your property. You're allowed to have smells on your property, so that doesn't count. Okay. But when I'm on the street,
oh my goodness.
So you can't smell barbecue smoke on the street.
I can smell barbecue smoke. I'm
so
suggesting right now.
Is that against the law?
The law says. Do you want me to read it again?
Man, everybody around here cook out. Why nobody?
All I can tell you is if you want to call on your neighbors that you feel like you're being impacted by them, feel free. We will come and address it the exact same way as we do any other person who calls. So that's how it works.
Okay, so everybody can cook out except me. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Well, everybody in the whole world.
Tell you that I am
everybody in the whole world can cook out except me. That's what you're telling me. Because everybody else cooks out around here.
We sure ain't gonna stop.
Nobody harasses them.
We sure ain't gonna stop.
And I'm cooking out, and I barely have
fire department, ambulance, police, environmentalists.
That don't even, you know yourself that don't even sound right. Come on, man.
Sir,
let's be real, man.
All I'm here is to verify that there was smoke
the police done been out here. The fire department done been out here. They've been because she's been harassed
many times.
For 3 years. Okay. And every time I barbecue, she send the police and the fire department out here. They tell me to go head on.
Okay, well, to be fair, the police and the fire department are looking at different parts of the rule. I know that seems a little odd. Everybody's got their own slice of the rule that they have expertise in.
So that's saying that right there. If the police and the police do, I'll be looking at different rules.
Talk to this company. They haven't told us that we can't barbecue.
We're not a company, we're a county, but okay.
Okay, well, whatever this is.
I'm just making sure
we
talk to these
people.
That's all right, because we're going to get Mr. Newton to talk about it, man. And Mr. Roussan, we'll get them to talk about it. We're sick of this.
Well, so anyway, I'm just suggesting that there is a rule at play here, and that basically what you're doing looks like it may be in counter to the rule as far as the objection.
So I'm breaking the rule.
So
I'm suggesting that
what's the end result?
I'm simply suggesting that it appears from my observations off your site here that you have smoke leaving. That's prohibited. And you
what's the consequences?
Okay, so what is a barbecue?
That is not for me to decide. I can only write it up and send it into our department.
What is a barbecue grill for if you can't smoke?
Right. Why do they sell it? Why do they sell it at Publix?
You are within your property line.
I have a tent over my grill. I'm in my backyard.
So we're supposed to control the smoke and the wind where it's blowing.
One of your concerns at a time. Okay? So
this stuff is funny, man. That's why I'm recording it, bro.
Your property, you can do what you want as long as it doesn't go over.
Did you see smoke over there?
I saw smoke leaving your property.
Did you see it over there?
Chris, don't even argue with him. Chris, don't argue with him.
Affecting neighbors. It has to be
neighbor right there.
They're not calling you. She's calling you. Well, she's way across the street.
Once you leave a property line,
and you didn't see any smoke over there.
Once you leave a property line, you're not allowed to do that. According to the rule states.
Because don't sweat it, dog. It's horse shit. We can't get stressed out. We can't get stressed out about it, dog.
All right, well,
it doesn't make sense. You're gonna buy a barbecue grill and you can't smoke it. What does it do?
They're gonna sell wood
inside my house.
They sell wood at Publix.
They sell the wood in Publix. So you telling me I'm breaking laws?
It's only how you are able to do it in your property.
Oh my goodness!
I'm trying to be most concealed as I can. I got a tent over my grill. I got a fence. Now what else can I do?
Nothing. Just keep barbecuing.
Well, you're right on the property line. So if you put it in the middle of your property, maybe you'd have a better effect.
No, you can't control the wind. God controls that.
They do sell smokers that actually keep all but a very small portion of the
that's horseshit.
That's unheard of.
That's unheard of. Okay, well, I've seen them, but
I've never been forced.
I gotta buy a special grill.
I've never in my life been forced to use a grill of any kind.
Can I say one more thing? Because we've been.
Let me finish what I'm saying, and then
there's no smoke going nowhere over there. We've been here for 10 minutes.
I'm not telling you any specific thing to do, sir. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm simply giving you ideas. Sir, you had a question.
I just know we've been living for 40 years, and it's the first time this ever happened in this house, and we've cooked out for 40 years.
you just said it's been happening the last 3 years.
Since she moved in
She's
here.
been harassing us the last 3 years since she moved here.
All right. Well, fair enough. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah. Did you go over there and shoot that bitch?
All right. Well, you have my contact information, sir. If you need anything, give me a holler. Have a good day.
She's complaining again, guys. We make sure we're recording this. This is add to the list of complaints. She even has a camera facing over here in our yard. Nobody bothers that lady.
All right. Have a good day.
Why he go park over there in front of her house? You coming over here to look at stuff? Man, this junk funny, man.
I'm taking you to Research Psychiatric Center tomorrow, and I'm dropping you off, and you will be there for at least a week for a psychiatric evaluation.
What's that?
Because you're fucking loony.
I'm loony because my boy...
You are absolutely...
This isn't my fault.
Don't believe you. Do not believe you one bit. He steals the truck.
It's my fault.
Listen to me.
Listen.
He steals the truck and goes that way. Why was he going that way? Maybe he doesn't know his way around, but the fucking dumbass and the little nigger that dropped him off over here turn around and go that way, and that's how I caught him. He almost killed the kid that dropped him off. The car flew off the road into a ditch. He almost hit another lady this far. I couldn't even fit my hand in between your dad's truck and her car. 65 miles an hour down those windy country roads going to Liberty. This is absolutely your fault because you have associated with him and I told you not to. You cannot for 1 minute tell me you didn't tell him to come over tonight. And now I don't want to fucking hear a word you have to say. You have endangered this entire fucking family. Every single one of us. Because now he knows where we live, which he did before, which I could have fucking strangled you for that. But now, what if he gets pissed off that Dad shot at him? Because he pulled off 3 shots. He didn't tell the cops that. The little scared nigger that was in the corner, he looked like he was getting ready to cry. There was 2 fucking crime scenes because of his fucking ass. So it is absolutely your fault because you have continued to associate with the fucking nigger. He is no fucking good. He will never be any good. He has not tried to make himself any way, shape, or form better like he's telling you he is. Was this making himself better? He doesn't respect us. He doesn't respect Dad.
Because you don't respect him.
I don't fucking have to respect him.
Someone's not going to respect you if you don't respect him.
I don't have to respect him.
And
Look at his record.
I get why you don't.
You are a nigger-loving little whore. That's what you are.
Okay, and I know that because you tell.
What? ¿Qué tú dices, papi? Cornut. No.
Oh, corn nuts. Like,
No.
any country now.
Yeah, Are you problem for the speak Spanish?
Can you stop talking to me?
No, you not talk for puta, okay? Because puta is not good.
You're a puta.
Wow, you problem, okay?
Okay then, my problem. See you.
No, pendejo, you. Hey, you not speak.
Here. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I don't care. 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 Me 6 years here. On your problem, I don't care. You racista. You racista.
You should be deported.
Man, I don't care, yo.
You don't belong here.
Man, what the fuck? Mira esta, she's problem for me. I speak Spanish.
You don't belong here.
Man, I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. Me living here country 6 years. You don't like Spanish? Your problem. It's your problem, okay? Mira esta.
I'd love the register to be open.
Racista. You puta, hey, what the? Hello?
Goodbye. Adios. Stop playing.
Can't buy one off the wall.
Puta significa bitch,
Adios.
okay?
Adios,
So,
bitch.
what the fuck? Mira tus palabras.
Adios, bitch.
Yeah, what? ¿Qué tú me dices a mí?
Adios.
You
I'm a
racista.
nightmare.
You
I'm paying
racist.
cash.
You not
I
color
make legal money.
Spanish?
Legal money.
Ah, yeah, I don't care.
Not drug money.
Fuck you. Stupid. Oh, yeah, sure.
Over and over. Undocumented
Who?
people.
And?
A lot.
And?
I'm an American.
And? What is the problem?
It's illegal.
It's not illegal.
is. What are you talking about?
What is your
Are
problem?
you a citizen?
Yes. What is your problem?
So don't you know the rules?
What is your problem? What is your problem?
They need to go back to their country.
Why?
It's illegal.
You don't care. You be quiet. You don't care. You.
So you'll be
I call the police. You don't care. I hate you.
ICE will come.
I hate you.
Bye. God bless you.
Stupid. God bless you too. God bless you too.
Come in, ladies.
I'm glad you came. Anything?
He just has to make his business.
Thank you.
You have no right.
You have no right.
You have no right. No right. None of y'all have a right to leave.
Llama a la policía.
That's some real stuff.
Good friends that are black, and I love them.
We never said anything about color. We never said anything. So here's the thing. Let me understand.
You're too loud.
We're too loud.
In your opinion, let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours.
Right. Oh, you're so stupid, nigga.
Stupid. Oh! So,
Well, some scary moments caught on tape. A Lucas County Sheriff's deputy in uniform has a gun pulled on him by a security guard.
And now that security guard faces criminal charges as the deputy tries to wrap his head around almost being killed in what should have been a very basic situation. I-Team reporter Sean Haggerty with the video you'll only see on 13 ABC. Sean.
Yeah, that deputy came here to 4 Seagate to ask a question at the IRS office, a step that almost cost him his life. As Lucas County Sheriff's Deputy Alan Gaston enters the IRS office, he's in full uniform with his badge and his firearm visible. He's on duty May 31st, but says he stopped at the office for a phone number to ask about a letter he got from the IRS. Deputy Gaston says the guard told him he needed to put his gun in his car. Gaston said he couldn't do that. The conversation ends with a gun pointed at the deputy's back. Gaston vividly remembers that moment.
Basically preparing myself to be shot at that moment, bracing for a shot in my back.
The whole thing caught on security camera as the guard follows Deputy Gaston to the elevator with the gun out, and it appears his finger very close to the trigger. The guard then tries to take Gaston into custody, once again with the gun drawn.
There's really no way to know how you're going to act when there's a gun pointed at you and when you think you're going to lose your life.
Gaston works as a defensive tactics instructor. He says he felt the best way to de-escalate this situation was to walk away. Eventually, Toledo police arrived after getting a 911 call.
He's got a gun and he won't leave.
But the caller from inside the IRS office never tells 911 the man with the gun is a uniformed deputy sheriff. Gaston's biggest concern as this incident unfolded were the other people inside the office.
If I'm going to get shot, which I felt like I was, it's not fair. They came there to do their business.
Gaston and his wife have now filed a civil lawsuit against the security guard, Seth Eklund, and the security company, seeking compensation after Gaston allegedly suffered emotional and psychological distress and lost wages. He's currently on medical leave from the Lucas County Sheriff's Department. He has a message for that security guard.
I would say clearly your training is lacking, and the fact that you went from 0 to 100 lethal force is unacceptable.
That security guard, Seth Eklund, is now facing a charge of aggravated menacing. He's due in court next week. We tried to reach out to him today, but could not contact him. We also reached out to the IRS for a comment today, but we've not yet heard back.
Is she gonna go out here chasing me?
A claim of racial profiling at a Santa Monica Nike store. A father says he bought a basketball for his son, but the store manager called the cops on him. And when that happened, that led to some heated moments that were caught on camera.
And now the family in the middle of it all has hired a lawyer. CBS 2's Christy Fajardo is live in Santa Monica with the rest of the story. Christy?
Yeah, and part of that video you just saw has now gone viral. And the man on it tells us he had come to this Nike store on Santa Monica Place with his family. And he says he was followed all the way to that AMC theater right over there. He tells us he was an all-American athlete, even was a proud member of Team USA. But despite his accomplishments, he says he's still viewed suspiciously because of his race.
We just told you we bought this right here.
The Stallworth family is shaken up by how their July 5th outing ended, humiliated and being questioned by police.
What does it say on there?
They say it soured this precious moment of little Sammy being mesmerized by a basketball at the Nike store in Santa Monica and his father buying it for him.
And it's profiling.
But they say the manager chased after them, even using the word thief. They believe because of their race.
You followed me from the Nike store all the way to the AMC theater, antagonized me, accusing me of something, assassinate my character. I told her I paid for that.
Joel Stallworth says that's hurt in his voice. But after showing the receipt for the ball, instead of apologizing, they say the officers said this.
Clearly you're intimidating her. Just relax.
She's intimidating me.
She is intimidating us. She's harassing her now.
The officers didn't care anything about my story. She didn't care about my story. So I'm just treated like the dirtiest of all dogs.
Now the family has hired an attorney.
We'd like Nike to engage in a discussion with us. We want to know, is this an isolated incident or is this more of the corporate culture? Is this something that's systemic and endemic? This lady essentially is a manager.
In a statement, Nike says it's investigating the incident, adding, "We have reached out to the family to express our deepest apologies, and we will continue to work with our teams to ensure we deliver on our expectations for consumer experiences."
Social media has been saying they've been making a black against white thing. I say, hey, this is a human thing first. I'm a human. I don't want nobody experiencing this.
We had no way of reaching the Nike employee on that video. As for Santa Monica police, they tell us their officers were just doing their job. They say they got a report of a theft and they had no way of knowing who was telling the truth. But once they determined a crime had not occurred, they went on their way. Live in Santa Monica, Christy Fajardo, CBS 2 News.
Well, Aaron, Corey Atchison still hasn't walked out a free man, but his family and loved ones are waiting here anxiously until he walks out of the jail. Now, we did speak to his sister earlier today, who said from day one they knew he was innocent and they were waiting for this moment.
Just every day hoping and praying, giving thanks in God that he make it out of there and for this day to come truly.
Atchison walked out of the courtroom in handcuffs after being found innocent by Judge Sharon Holmes. He's been serving a life sentence for more than 28 years in the murder of James Lane in 1990. His family and loved ones hugged and celebrated in the hallway. Judge Sharon Holmes said she reviewed the case thoroughly and found that Atchison did not commit the crime. She went on further to say that there was a miscarriage of justice. The judge found there was a lack of physical evidence to connect Atchison to the crime and believes that state witnesses were coerced by investigators to provide false testimony, to which the prosecution denies.
I don't even know that those matters should have been considered by the court at this stage because of the fact that this, again, is a post-conviction proceeding and not a jury trial. We had a trial years ago.
Assistant District Attorney Jimmy Dunn said they plan to appeal this decision after Judge Holmes files a formal court order in September. Now, I did ask Atchison's attorney Joe Norwood if the family plans to file a civil lawsuit against the city of Tulsa. He told me they are considering any type of remedy for the time that Atchison spent in prison. So again, his family and loved ones are here in the jail's lobby awaiting for his release. The Tulsa County Sheriff's Office says it could take hours for this paperwork to be processed. Reporting in downtown Tulsa, Giselle Puente, 2 Works for You.
CBS News has learned that federal prosecutors will not bring charges against any New York City police officer involved in the death of Eric Gardner. NYPD officer Daniel Pantaleo placed Gardner in a chokehold while attempting to arrest him in 2014. Gardner, who had been selling loose cigarettes, then died after telling officers, quote, "I can't breathe." The Justice Department is set to make that announcement in about an hour from now. They're meeting with Garner's family now. His family is expected to hold a news conference alongside Reverend Al Sharpton any moment now.
The U.S. Justice Department is apparently investigating a photograph of 3 young men holding guns posing in front of the Emmett Till Memorial sign. Now, the picture was released today by the Mississippi Center for Investigative Reporting. According to their reporting, all 3 attend the University of Mississippi. Those students have apparently been suspended from Kappa Alpha fraternity. This photograph was published today on Till's birthday. Till was beaten and killed at the age of 14 near the Tallahatchie River. That was in 1955 after he was accused of whistling at a white woman. His name is closely associated with the civil rights movement. The sign near the river is full of bullets, but there's no proof that the 3 actually used the guns to shoot at the sign. The article says a student at the university saw the photo on a private Instagram post and made a formal bias complaint with the school. The university apparently handed the photo over to the university police, who, according to the article, then contacted the FBI.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Immigration Judge William Soffer, sitting in the Immigration Court in Portland, Oregon. These are removal proceedings. Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? Do you know what a lawyer is? No? Do you have a lawyer? No? The respondent is present in court, but without an attorney. Sophia, good morning. Are you a little nervous this morning? See? You know what a lawyer is?
No.
No? Do you have a lawyer?